Hello everybody and welcome back to A Game Before Time. If we recall correctly, Nadine is in the light world trying to figure out how to get to the dark world on this side of the map. And we're a couple weeks detached, and a couple of hectic weeks detached at that.
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday was a hectic week?
No.
So, we've got to find a portal. Nadine, do you remember the signs for portals for the ones that we've seen so far?
No.
I mean, they oftentimes look like not random formations on the ground. Whether it be, you know, bushes or... Oh, he's gonna get you.
He's gonna get my goods.
It's interesting that the magic doesn't come out. It's like absorbed by the wood.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair. Maybe you're hitting it with sound. Maybe those are sound waves. Visualize sound waves.
That would be bonkers. How many times has he picked up that mushroom? I have no idea what to do with it.
I like how he doesn't do anything with it. He just keeps picking it up.
What am I supposed to do? Is give it to someone? Give it to who?
You don't talk to anybody.
It's like real life.
Talk to this guy. See if
No, he's gonna grab my goods.
he wants my stuff.
Okay, so there should be like a thing here.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Oops, wrong button.
He's
gonna go!
He got you!
Run away from the bird!
Is there anything we can do to... Can you leave the screen?
I think so. Can't you? Oh.
No!
This is what I did when I lost all your hearts when I was checking the controller word.
He's like, grab me fast!
Come faster, come faster.
We have to go back
Probably
to the
number
town.
3 again.
We should unequip that because...
Maybe. It's like the mirror again in the dungeon. Remember?
No.
I remember.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
That was in the castle.
Yes, that was in the castle.
When we redid it.
When he needed to go through the curtain. We said go north, and he was like, I did. No, he didn't.
I swear I'm getting so old. I used to be really good at memorizing buttons and stuff. Now I can't remember jack.
Well,
I constantly check to be like, is this the item button?
You don't need to use the item button.
All the time I do.
For what right now? You don't need to use your net. Are you gonna net? Oh, man.
Don't.
The disarm ability is so strong in this game.
it's like a shark on his back. Just completely neutralized.
I get scared.
Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna date this video or this recording session a bit. Alan Wake 2 announced. God. I didn't see the trailer.
You don't need to. It doesn't. But it literally doesn't give you anything besides like
his face
that it's coming. You know.
I'm so jazzed.
So excited.
We have to add that to the list.
Yeah, Alan
and
Wake for sure.
Playing it.
Yes.
So you can all look forward to that one day.
I'm not good at scary games.
Yeah, but dude, the storytelling. I replayed it like 2 months ago and had the time of my freaking life.
Yeah, I remember when I think the 360 was my first console I ever bought myself. You know, after getting a part-time job and making money. I remember it was bundled with the Xbox. Oh, whoa! Fancy, magical. That's like how you look like you're like, did I break that tree?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. The short answer, yes. Long answer, heck yes. Hey, look, you already have the right thing out.
I literally thought he was just gonna run into it. Like he was just gonna be like, fairies!
You filled all your bottles, though. Good job, Nadim. I'm proud of you and all that you've achieved.
Yeah, so Alan Wake was bundled in the 360 as a download code.
Cool. Hey,
you got it. You found it.
Oh yeah, boy.
God.
What?
And then I didn't actually expect the game to be anything special, right? I remember thinking like,
it's your free game.
It's my free game. It's
like
probably
the crossbow trainer.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be nothing, and then when I finally played, I was like, this game is so good.
It's so good.
Insanely good.
The Matrix demo looked cool, even though it's never gonna be a game.
I don't really want it to be a game. I just kind of like that they could do something like it.
Yeah.
Like, I know the car chase part where you're just shooting and stuff and it looked really cool. I thought it did look cool, but gameplay-wise, it's nothing special, you know? But it looked great.
Yes.
Yes.
It reminded me, though, of this old Super Nintendo Jurassic Park. Did you ever play that?
Yes, yes.
When you're crouching and the T-Rex comes and you feel it deep within your soul that you are not going to make... Wait a minute! Oh, it was filling up. Okay, so never mind. When you were hitting him, your magic was filling up, but I forgot you picked up a magic. I'm like, wait, does hitting him refill your magic? That's a weird mechanic.
So I have no clue
That's
what
okay.
to do.
We've explored areas, but not all areas.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's okay. Now you've remembered about that. And here we go.
So, my hint is, you probably need to not be in this direct area. Go around these areas to see and find a warp. Because you want to warp.
Is there not one in the actual forest?
I thought there was one in the forest.
I'm guessing that's a no.
Silence.
All right.
What made me excited for seeing the Matrix game is, could you imagine like a Superman game? Where you can just fly in like a huge world and just go really fast?
Oh, I got a game for you.
I could, but I loved Spider-Man 2. Flying around the city with your...
You haven't even played the newest Spider-Man game.
But I saw a clip of the newest one. Morales?
Oh, not,
Or is that not the
I'll
newest?
even say the one before that.
Okay.
That's like the 1.5.
But they're the same engine, right?
Yeah, same engine.
What bothered me watching it
Yeah.
was this... Your rope just goes wherever.
100%.
So you can swing no matter what. Whereas the thrill of like, you know, you're building up speed, you whip across, and you're launched in between skyscrapers, the ground's coming at you, you don't realize that the skyscrapers are behind you now, and what am I gonna do so I don't completely biff it on the sidewalk?
Right. There are definitely moments like that when you get to the edge of New York in the game.
Okay.
So it does
So
do that a
there's
little bit.
there's a border of how long the
Yes.
magic rope will last.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do agree. There are definitely some sections you're like, I don't even know what I'm hooking onto, but I'm hooked onto it, right? So I get what you mean.
But I guess that was just watching,
Yeah.
not playing, and I know when you're playing, there's a lot more you can forgive because you're not thinking about it.
Nadim was trying to figure out the item button.
So he used the arrow keys. Hey!
Oh!
We found it! We found it!
Yeah,
I found it by pure luck.
No, I really wanted to help you at that part because I was like, oh my god, it's
He
right
turns around.
here. I was like, he's gonna walk away from the warp. You're hitting the equivalent of a chicken.
Oh!
Why did you tell him?
Well, I mean, I just wanted him to...
Ew.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, but if you think of Lion King, just with the giant skeletons.
Yes.
Oh, it's a...
Oh, it stole your stuff too.
Oh no!
Oh,
It's fine though. It's not like Sheldon.
it's not like...
Yeah,
it's not like,
my
like...
adventure. Yeah.
So why do they sell the shields? Because I saw them sell the shields.
Because if it kills you, no way. I guess that gives you the last save. I don't know why. It's a great question, Nadim.
Oh, I guess there's another...
Just be happy you got your shield back. You don't have to grind for how many rupees it was again?
How many times did you have to grab for how many rupees again? Oh.
What?
I mean, good thinking. I'm not gonna laugh because
That wasn't a hole?
That
it is a hole.
Oh, you can... Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were very clever, Nadim.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Same here. Hey, it's the little burger babies. Your favorite.
Oh, yuck! Oh, I did it again.
These ones actually disarm you.
Now, can you hookshot across to anything in this game? No.
No, it has to be onto like.
Treasures, statues.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can hookshot onto more in this than you could in Ocarina. Ocarina had a smaller material pool.
Oh, this is the dungeon.
I mean, one could interpret it that way. One could also not interpret it that way.
Ooh, why?
Dude. Oh.
Ooh. Magic.
I would have.
Why
Oh
the
my
chest?
God.
No.
What on this sweet hell are you doing?
What did I do?
You missed the
Go
chest.
down.
There.
Get the chest.
I don't
care for the map, guys.
I don't want to know where I'm going,
Who
guys.
needs the map? You broke this.
We got... Guys, we got this!
We're inside.
You know what?
Guys!
I'm already completely...
You need to leave. Like leave.
The whole thing?
The whole.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
entire
it's 2 rooms, guys.
thing.
It's 2 rooms, guys.
Next time, use that
how many
mirror.
hearts do you have?
You guys are flipping rude today.
Flip flapping, florgan flurbers. Remember, you can hook shot them, dude.
Am I gonna die?
Maybe
That's
it's
what
your
that
words.
alarm means. It means
pizza's
you suck.
everywhere.
You suck. You suck. You suck.
Ah!
It's alright. Didn't mean to distract you.
Pizza time.
Pizza time!
Oh, I know what the issue is.
What's the issue?
I'm
dumb?
Oh, I didn't know you're. Look how many hearts you have. It doesn't even feel you full anymore.
Cool. Maybe you need the enemy to come over.
That's stuck. Oh,
How did you get across? Can you cut those vines on the side?
Mines?
Cool. Wow, that
Good
was
thing.
a
Good
sweet
thing you
piece of-
pointed it out. But good thing you pointed it out. You would have never
Oh,
saw
he's
it.
stuck on the little notchy notch.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to leave and come back.
you made it.
Hey,
You flipped it at the end.
where did the guy go?
You pushed him.
Oh. Oh my. Okay. And then to the trailer for Elden Ring. Good.
Yeah.
Nice, you've neutralized Spot.
I don't know what kind of game I want in photorealistic graphics, like what we saw in the Matrix one. Like besides a superhero game, you know, which is like a really cool sandbox, right?
Yeah,
But like outside of that, what can you think of?
I don't know. Man, the crazier graphics get. So there's 2 things I've realized. One, man, I can't afford a new PC right now.
Same. Or
So
it
that's
doesn't
big.
even seem worth it to get a new PC right now, right?
But like, if Elden Ring, I need a new PC. Like, that's gonna be an expensive game for me.
Right.
So that's one thing
I
that
don't think Elden Ring needs as much as you think.
I that's the hope.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was cool.
Oh yeah, I need the...
Was that tool time?
Nothing. No, good. You're gonna cut those?
I was gonna bomb them.
It wouldn't work.
That we'll never know.
So there's nothing I can do here.
Ah, this dungeon's so cool.
Is the Lost Woods itself an entire...
Yes. You said it.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
He said the title of the episode.
The Lost
What
Woods
did
is the dungeon!
Did he say is the Lost Woods the dungeon or is the Lost Woods the thing?
I said the thing.
Yeah, he said the thing.
But
So that has to be the title of this episode. Otherwise, that sentence doesn't make any sense.
You could
Or maybe
it's
it-
not gonna hurt you.
Or is it?
I think this, you know, with you know how Josh, where they make live action versions of
why do people
of
lie to me?
animated shows, and how they oftentimes don't turn out as good. I feel like games are getting to
Have you seen the original TMNT?
that's like an exception. I do love TMNT.
Phenomenal.
But if you're thinking like, what was the show that just came out on Netflix that people are talking about? I didn't watch either of them. Cowboy Bebop?
Got canceled.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
beloved anime. I never watched it. I also didn't watch the live action just because it didn't look interesting.
Right.
Right? So, its game's gonna be like that too, where the graphics just get so good that you're not even making, I don't know, 3D renders of characters that look almost like the human thing, but now it's just like, now
Bloopers.
it's just them.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Is that a
See-
bad thing?
Well, and I think with games,
Or is the
I was
dream...
watching Zero Punctuation.
Yeah.
He used to do an article called Extra Punctuation.
I didn't know that, but cool.
That died in like 2017.
Okay.
Now it's alive again in video form.
Okay.
So every few weeks, the last little bit, he's been doing an extra punctuation.
Yeah.
Where it's less about, hey, you got the bomb. That was nifty.
Like how you got scared.
What?
Rather than being a
You're
game
back in the same
review,
room.
it's more just a discussion on things video games.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this. What?
Why is it after me?
Well, I mean,
I can't.
It was coded too.
I can't see it.
It was a
Yeah.
shadow.
just don't stop moving.
Never stop, never stopping. You know, keep on,
Whoa,
keeping
whoa.
on.
Well, you walked into that.
Yeah, I ran
It's
into
like
it.
it's like he wanted to be in his cold embrace.
I was like, I need a hug
You were
right
lonely. You were so attached. But with so many resources that photorealistic.
Yeah.
But now if that's the standard, the amount of people and money and time and resources that goes into making it look so pretty, that's gonna take away from the time and money and resources that goes into other things.
Okay.
And if playing the original Legend of Zelda told us anything, it's that should be up, like it's a part of it. Obviously,
Right.
beautiful games make a difference.
Sure.
But there's a certain return, what's it called? Diminishing returns.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've hit that kind of with the Xbox One era. Right? Red Dead 2, absolutely beautiful. But if it was scaled back a bit, would it have minimized any of that? I don't think so. Or is that old fuddy-duddy mentality?
I don't think so. I think you're right though. Like, if I think about like,
Dude,
I like
you're
that
so good at this game.
I like
I'm
that
so
you brought
impressed.
up Red Dead 2. Like, I'm thinking of like, for example, I was gonna bring up how I think when you play Final Fantasy back in the day, like the PS1 era and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where they had those fully animated videos,
Mhm.
where you're like, man, I wish I could play that.
Right.
You know, what the characters look like that good, right? And so I think that's what happened, I would say, with like Final Fantasy 13 and 15, where these games look so good.
I'm
But
gonna have to interrupt. Oh, okay. I thought this was gonna be another one of those times where Nadim cuts everything except for one. And it's like, why not that one? Like, I've now learned that it was a
Yes.
pointless endeavor, but when you've started, the ability to... But I see you're dealing with this. I wonder if you kill him if he's off screen. Like, if he, like, doesn't...
probably, I imagine he's dead on the screen. But I think
So anyways, yeah, you wanted it to be like...
I wanted
in the combat
to in
sequence.
full immersive everything,
Yes.
right?
Which we get, eventually.
Which is good.
as we got
But then
older.
both those games suffered from just being so linear. Like, you know how we were talking about in the Matrix demo?
Mhm.
How that section where you're like, oh, that's really cool, where you're shooting the tires in the cars, it looked really cool and immersive.
Yeah.
But really, when it comes down, you're like, well, what are you actually doing in that game? Moving left and right and hitting the trigger buttons. And that's what happened in Final Fantasy 13, at least. It's like, here, follow this beautiful road, but you really only go straight and you never really deviate from it.
That's so cool. Look at that. Look at that.
That's
design.
nifty, man.
That
That's
is
cool.
Like, I don't know what it is.
boss does that look like from the first one? It makes me think of a lot of bosses.
Like, can you do something to it?
My mind goes to Twin Mold. But like there was that era of mobile games with like the Temple Run and the Sonic Dash and that's almost what that sequence had in the Matrix demo.
Pretty
It
much,
was a glorified version of that.
Right.
Which those were fun. I sunk hours into those games because
Really like
I
Spider-Man.
can't not be playing games in spare moments of life. But is that really what you expect from the next Matrix game? Is a Temple Run simulator? I think
Right.
it was a demo. It was not supposed to be anything more than it was. I'm
Right,
not
right.
like, oh, I can't believe it.
Right.
But if they were making a full-fledged game,
How many?
would we want
what things would
the gameplay to be inhibited because of what they put into those graphics?
Yeah. Third person or
and-
first person, if you wanted to.
Yeah, and I mean, you could make the argument of like AI is able to take over some of that graphic workload,
Yeah.
but then I'll direct you to the Grand Theft Auto trilogy remastering. My favorite, because the internet blew up with. We used to have this, now we're stuck with this meme, and there was one, and I've never played the game, so I'm gonna completely butcher whatever I'm talking about, but the gist is true. It was some shop, and I think it was like a donut shop, and the donut was shaped like a nut, or maybe it was just a mechanic shop with a nut on top.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a perfect hexagon because that's what a nut is. But the AI was trying to smooth everything out, and it turned into a perfect wheel.
Oh, cool.
And it was like the hex nut shop or something like. No, yeah, it had to have been a part shop.
Right.
But like the name of the store was clearly that was supposed to look like a nut, and now it looks like a wheel because the AI couldn't decipher what it was supposed to be. It was just trying to make everything smoother, less polygonal. So if we let AI take over, is that going to make a more immersive environment?
I'm so bad at this game.
Which is now undoing the reason why we put photorealistic in the first place. Yeah, you are bad at this game, and you should feel bad. Be better. Feel better. Get gooder.
Don't have to
So
restart.
anyways, there's my mini rant of it's beautiful, but I worry that beautiful might be hindering games.
I agree with you on the part where it hinders it because like you spend so much resources on making it look pretty that you don't spend time on like a separate part, right? But what I don't understand, obviously I'll never understand because like I don't run a company or I don't have a team and managing a game. But you know how like sometimes some games are like, oh yeah, you bring in multiple teams to work on. So why don't they do things like have a team to work on all the visual pretty stuff and have a team work on the...
My understanding is they do have teams for all of that.
It's just not...
But whereas you might have, for Ocarina, you have this massive team to work, and I probably have a very big team back then either. But just in terms of like ratios and proportions.
You have a magic skill. Or a sword skill.
What?
You have a sword skill that can field weapon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that cool thing! You have a cool thing.
See, all that noise there is me tapping the thing, being like, yeah, I'm dumb. Go away! Okay.
You're so good at this game.
No, I'm not. Leave me alone.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
That's why I felt like, even for like Elden Ring, right? I think Elden Ring looks beautiful, even though it doesn't look as good as like all the new games that are out right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's okay. I don't play the game for the super beautiful visuals.
It's enough to be like, I get your tone, I get what you're laying down.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that. Rather than, oh man, I don't even need to go outside now because now I've got photorealism.
Right.
Like I've got outside. I know what real life looks like.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Elden Ring did look as nice as the Matrix game, then sure, I'd be like, cool. Look at how realistic this land is, right? Sure.
Provided everything else was
If somehow, every
high and polished.
Yeah, if every character, every enemy was to look like they fit into that photorealism, would be bonkers, right?
But not at the cost of world building, storytelling.
Sure. Yeah, and that's why I feel like we don't need the super photorealistic stuff.
Right.
I mean, not because I'm kind of burnt out on the idea that like Square Enix couldn't do it with Final Fantasy 15 and 13 because those games look beautiful. Even 13 right now, if you ever give it a shot, it looks great.
Can you move that with your hookshot?
Pull.
Can you pull?
You just did.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for the stupid dumbass head.
Oh god. Yeah, he is doing it. You can pull it.
No, wait.
No, go back. Oh my god, please
Waiting
don't
for the
leave.
hand. Waiting for the hand. Waiting for the hand.
Talk to the hand. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Life's
Oh
over.
no.
Life's over.
Oh no. Oh no.
Life's over! We're good. Everyone's safe.
What?
It's off center.
Oh, you buttheads!
Get it all the way out. All the way out. Pull out. Pull out.
What?
This is it. All the way out. Push it over.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No.
I know.
Do you?
I know! It's a stupid hand!
Oh man, I cannot wait for horror games.
I know! I wanted to play Alan Wake.
Ah! Oh!
Oh jeez. Man, Alan Wake. So beautiful. The way they do all the horror things right. They do jump scares right. They do tension right.
Ah! Potatoes!
I do like the meta storytelling.
Onions?
Yeah.
Without going into any details on
Yeah.
what the game's about, but yeah. I thought it was very well done.
I wish you could kill the Wall Masters forever.
I mean, you do. There's just more.
How many are? Hi.
It's just never ending, man. It's just their home.
That's what he's saying. Is that it doesn't like that.
That you're in its house.
Yeah, you
And
might as
killing
well.
his brothers and sisters.
Well, I'm not actually killing them. You know what I mean?
But you are killing them. There's just more of them.
Oh, I see. What you're making the point that he is killing that one forever.
Yes, that
Another
one is
kill.
gone forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's just a new one.
Hey, the thing from earlier, right?
No.
The big chest.
box.
Wait. Observe. Be more observant. Be more observant.
Oh.
What do you,
Alan Wake
let us know in the comments. Photorealism. Where do you think the diminishing returns is? Give us a game
Now.
example. Where do you think graphics peaked and we don't need to go past? Where's your? I know it could be better. I won't disagree that the new stuff is beautiful, but this is as good as I need it to be.
I mean, it can always get better. I just feel like there's too much of a focus on graphics rather than gameplay. Like I would rather.
Well, and Red Dead did it well, although they put in a lot of bloat.
Yeah,
content.
like horse.
But isn't the bloat content what you want? The extra stuff to do?
It was too much. As a completionist, it was too much. As somebody that just wanted to play the game for fun and like see the story through and have a bunch of stuff that they could do if they want to,
Yeah.
it was probably done perfectly.
Okay.
For me that wanted to complete it, it like 100 hours in, and I still haven't completed half the content, and a lot of it becomes very like, oh, you have to go and find, you're gonna kill 100 things and you need to kill them perfectly. You need to find them and they only spawn in certain areas, they only spawn sometimes, and once you kill it, then you have to camp for a week and then travel to a place and then come back and then it was too much of
I understand that this is like probably frustrating
And
for some people, but I'm like, I'm gonna kill that thing first.
So as a completionist, it was too much bloat for me. But I guess that's not necessarily who it was designed for. And I can give way to that.
Oh, wormies,
So,
do dermies.
I'm a little
Cool.
Nice fire roll. With the talk of the whole like graphics versus gameplay stuff, I just finished playing Resident Evil 2, the remake.
Yeah.
I think it's a great game, but there are definitely some flaws to it.
You never played the original one?
I didn't play the original.
Okay.
I didn't actually play any of the original ones on the. Yeah.
When did you jump in?
Resident Evil 4. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 got me, hooked me. I played most of the newer ones, like Resident Evil 5 and 6. And
I'd only played 5 and most of 6.
6 was just a fun time. I wouldn't say it's a good game.
It was frustrating going into it as a Resident Evil game.
Yes.
It was a cool game set in the Resident Evil universe,
Yes.
but what was Metal Gear Survive? Is that the zombie one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. If it was marketed as a Resident Evil game, but more like, this is our offshoot game. This is our, you're not, or the Halo ODST, right?
Yeah.
This is just kind of side content in the world. I think it would have done much better because it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. I mean, its implications in the lore and everything, and as a main series, it was important. But I agree the way they kind of played out that game was kind of like really Fast and Furious like.
Yes.
Right.
Well, but for the diehard fans, because if I pick up anywhere in the series,
Yeah.
there's enough for me to know what's going on and fill in the gaps.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Right.
say a 6 really puts you in the feeling of Resident Evil the same way that 4 or 5 or even Resident Evil 2 Remake does.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they still have that, claustrophobic, kind of suffocating situations, right?
Well,
Which
even
is-
5 people
I thought 5 was great.
crap on.
I like 5 a lot.
So do I. It was a little more swashbuckling adventure than
Which is what I liked.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was sweet.
like BioShock Infinite was a welcome change from BioShock 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Right?
Love
2 was proof that too much of a good thing doesn't make it great.
right.
Was it a good game? Yes.
I like 2.
But it was more,
Yeah, more of the
and
same
we don't
stuff.
always need more of this. So, correct me if I'm wrong, we've explored all to explore from this entrance. Right, Nadim? Have you seen everything that we can see?
I think so, but I think there's an exit on this
He
side.
needs to look for keys. That's what he's in. Right? He
But I
hasn't-
have the fire
and
rod
other
now.
entrances.
Right. He just hasn't found any keys yet. He's looking for keys.
So yeah, Infinite compared to Bioshock 1, obviously Bioshock 1 being so original and innovative,
Yep.
was huge, and then that made that have a much stronger impact. And then with Infinite, it's like, oh,
Did you read it?
I don't know magic.
so that was cool. And I think 5 was like what Infinite was, although Infinite at least I think had a stronger story. I know 5 had a fun story. It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun game.
I'm a little annoyed with Resident Evil 2.
Oh yeah, what's your beef?
Like, so you gotta play as the 2 characters. You
Yeah.
can choose which one to play first. After you beat through the game the first time, you start something called a second run. No spoilers or anything. You just kind of finish the rest of the story that you might have missed, right? Because the characters kind of interact with each other within their stories,
Yep.
right? But so, what's kind of lame is that their runs that you play are not that different. There's only like a section or 2 that's like unique.
A
But
lot of
everything
work
else-
for not a lot of content.
Yeah, but the rest of it's exactly the same. And right now, you know, and I'm a perfect person to talk to because I've been meaning to ask you, do I continue playing it or not? Right now, I don't really care for achievements because like one of the achievements is like beat the game super fast. I'm never been a speedrunner. I don't really like it.
Yeah.
Like I find that pressure to be kind of annoying because for me to do well in it, I need to memorize. Like for example, there are puzzles. There are puzzles in the game. The solutions to the puzzles don't change in your runs. So if you memorize the codes to the lockers, the padlocks,
Yeah.
the safes, they're all the same every run. I don't really want to memorize that. Like that.
There's a level of tedium.
Yes, and I feel like for me to do the
I-
rest, that sounds kind of dumb.
I hate speedrunner achievements.
Right.
They drive me nuts. It's part of the reason why I gave up trying to do too much more with Hollow Knight. Right? And I've openly admitted, right, my drive to complete, and if I can't complete it, I get disheartened. That's on me ruining my own experience with what I want from the game.
Right. I just haven't done the Path of the Hollowness one. The one where you beat all 50.
You!
You know,
What the heck, dude?
it's kind of your fault.
Is it though?
No, it's... Josh said it earlier this session already. It's when you randomly do stuff
And then
you
stop
and you
doing
just
it.
stop doing it for some reason because you're like, well, clearly I've looked at every single one except for those ones, but I'm good. I don't need to. I've lifted enough. Right?
What?
It's the same thinking.
Life is awful.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around.
Is that how we end things?
That's how we end it, man.
Ah!
With progress.
And as you freak out because the floor's
Ah!
Pause it.
I caught a fairy though.
You know what? That's an improvement. Is that text going to disappear on you?
That's not.
I know.
I just wanted him to grab the controller again.
Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking that bell. We've got a Twitter account. I'm sure if you tried, you could find it. So join us. We'll see you guys next time. We'll
Please
continue this adventure. We're
like,
leaving on a
comment,
high
subscribe.
note, which we don't get to do too often. Nadim, we're proud of you.
Found the key.
Okay, that's dumb.
It's not dumb. You just didn't lift it. It's like in Mario. You would stand and start bonking the blocks, but you do it like 5 times when you could. And you're like, but just do the rest if you started already. It's the same thing then. Always start. Always
Never
finish what you
stop, never
start.
stopping.
Yeah, always finish what you start.
See you guys next time.
How are we gonna start the next episode?
You're gonna fall into that hole.
Oh.